This is the world famous Bitcoin original gangster channel. I'm your host, SirToshi, and on this show we'll be defending Bitcoin gangster style from the misconceptions spread by snake oil salesmen and shitcoiners. On this show we'll be protecting Satoshi Nakamoto's design for Bitcoin as he intended it to be, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. All the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Hey people, it looks like we are live. Let me know if you can hear this. I've got multiple screens open at the moment, so I am trying to multitask. Yeah. So this is definitely streaming. 0 watching. Oh yeah, nice one, Yanis. In the room, great stuff. I can see you. Yes, I can see you. Woohoo! Great stuff. Right, that's a start. Let's just see how if we can get the link to this show to share it out somehow. Right, hold on 1 second. I've just got to find where it says view this. Go to control room. That's the one. And I'm going to see if I can. Here we go. Just hang in there, people. Just first time doing this, so see how it goes. Events. So now it's coming up saying go to live, watch video. Go to live control room, watch video. Here we go.
In this video, I'll show you how to set up and manage live streams in YouTube's Live Control Room. We've built a brand new stream workflow in Live Control Room that combines the best of our classic live streaming creation tools, Stream Now and Events. The new live...
Yeah, didn't need that. Watch video. Oh, okay, right. That was so I was just literally watching a live video of YouTube, or watching a video of YouTube trying to explain to me how to go live. Here we go. Right, live dashboard. Check it out. See what happens here. Go to live control room, return to your studio. Oh, here we go. Oh right, okay, we've got this one. Right. I'm just going to copy this out, and then I'm going to share this out to everybody. Live now, people. Here we go. Just click the link. I'm sending this out on Twitter. Live now, everyone. We can all see this. Right, I'll just put a little picture in that too. Here we go. Which one do we want? That'll do. Nice one. Yep. And we're sending that. Tweet that one out. Right. Can share that, people. So let's. I just need to. I've got 2 people watching at the moment. Who's in the chat box? Oh, it might be Yanis and myself. I'm just trying to find where it says. So where I can. Oh, so we've got the stream is healthy. Just need to find where it says sort of watch. I'm previewing the video. Hold on 1 second. Oh well, actually, if I go to my YouTube channel, here we go. Return to YouTube Studio. Go to my live videos. See if see what's going on there. Here we go. My channel. Oh, live now. Here we go. Check it out. See what's going on there. Excellent. Right. I think I've just about got control of this. Yeah, so I can see my screen and I can type in the chat box. Type in this chat box. There we go. Right. Let's get this show underway then, shall we? So yeah. So I've got TK Coleman might be wanting to come in. Let's have some of that. Yeah, so I'll go to my profile. There we go. Copy that. Here we go. Yeah, so I might have to just do this show on my own before I get anybody else coming in the chat, because that would mean actually I could probably set up a second screen, send them out a Hangouts link. Yeah, get in the hang of this, people. Right, let's go through this from the top. So at the moment, I love looking at this coin dance screen. Particularly this part here that's got the block reward coming up in 27 days, 18 hours and 32 minutes. So for anybody who doesn't know this, hash rate here is the end game. Now, hash rate is just purely the amount of hash power that goes towards adding, like chomping away at the SHA-256 hash cash puzzles. So it shows the investment and the icing on the top. It just sort of shows the value of the network, but the value of the network is just simply like the social value, as in kind of like the value that people currently give to it. The fundamental value actually starts down here. So first of all, as you can see, Bitcoin has got 36.9% of the network in comparison to these two scam coins. So we've got BTC scam coins, only got 32.7%, and then Bcrash has got 3.4%, and then we're going for transactions. So this is transactions is actual volume. So I suppose block size would be capability. Then transactions is actually what's taking place right now. Now network nodes. I had somebody ask me saying, look, what's a network node? So the network node kind of like represents the size of the network. So when somebody first puts a transaction out and broadcasts it to the network, this shows you the size of the network that it currently gets broadcast to, and it has to reach over 50% of the nodes on that network in order to be recognized and confirmed as a valid transaction. Then it gets put into the block, where the block is then propagated, and then after 10 minutes, that propagated block is then thrown into the hash cash puzzles, where the miners chomp away at their hash rate, and then the miner that solves the SHA-256 algorithm, it gets rewarded with Bitcoin, and that transaction is then registered on the blockchain, and it is there immutably forever. So let's talk about this hash rate for a bit. So again, I'm just talking off the top of my head here, so may as well practice getting the spiel out so that when somebody asks me in the future, I can actually I can get this right. Oh, got a few people in the house. See what chat about, or questions that you've got while I'm just like talking about it off the top of my head, and I'll be happy to answer them as best I can. So, we got Deep Waters. Yes, the Scottish crew in the house. Nice one. Here we go. Yeah, boys, chat amongst yourself. Ask me any questions if you'd like to. So, we've gone through block size, transactions, or hash rate over. The hash rate should purely be on the amount of profit that the miners can make from the network. But if the price was just simply pumped up really high, traders would just simply take their pound of flesh and they would just simply bring the price crashing back down again. And then whoever it is that's pumped the price, by putting a shed load of money in there, it's basically useless. Like it's a one-off pump and dump. So it's a constant battle between like hashrate gives hashrate. If you were looking at hashrate, you would think, oh right, well that hashrate, it's got a lot of hashrate on it, therefore the network must be quite valuable. But how do you draw that hashrate over in the first place? The only way you can draw that hashrate over is by pushing the price up. But if you push the price up, traders will just simply push that bring that price back down again. So basically, you've got to persuade the traders that the network is actually valuable. So they're just, actually, you know what? I don't really fancy selling this right now. This could be quite a good price. So it's a balancing act between sort of like getting the hash rate over, but at the same time, so you're getting the hash rate over and the miners are getting the reward, and then also convincing traders that the price is actually genuinely worth what it's worth. So they're not just simply going to sell it and bring the price back down again, which then is going to cause the miners to lose all their profits. So I mean, this is what really makes me laugh when I'm looking at the profits of the networks. So I'm just going to scroll down this page a little bit here. I might come back to these graphs in a minute, but we're just going to go to mining profitability. Here we go. Look, mining profitability. This is hilarious. Look, it's currently 61.2% more profitable to mine on BTC in comparison to BCH. I mean, this is absolutely hilarious. So whoever it is that's still mining BTC is losing money hand over fist, because it's currently 61.2% more profitable to mine on BTC. So why would you mine on BCH, and who's doing it? So let's look at these complete douchebags who are still mining on BCH right now. Here we go. Now look at this. Look at these losers. So we've got BTC Top via BTC, Antpool, Huobi, BTC.com, Bitcoin.com with 2.7%. Oh, come on. Let's just get back down there again. This is my first time doing this, guys, so just hang in there. Here we go. Right, there we go. So all these guys who are chomping away, trying to support BCH, are currently losing out on 61.2% more profits by still hanging in there. So what makes me laugh is that, like, someone or something has set this up so that there is no point for these guys to mine on this chain. It's going to be far more profitable for them to mine on, well, actually, it's actually going to be a lot more profitable for them at the moment to mine on BSV, because it's currently 1.7% more profitable to mine on BSV, rather than losing 61.2% compared to BTC by mining that shit coin. Let's call it a crime coin. Yeah, just save, keep the language polite on the channel. But this is the balance. This is the balancing act. So miners are going to be better off mining on BSV because they make more reward for it. But then if we go back to look at the price, and we've got to make sure that the traders are not thinking, all right, well this coin's a load of crap. It's hardly got any hash rate on the network. Don't really value it very much. Because I don't think traders really understand hash rate very much, to be honest with you. They're just simply looking at the price. So you have to kind of like work the price up, and the way you work the price up is actually by drawing hash rate across. And the way you draw hash rate across slowly is obviously by making it more profitable on your chain. So the traders are probably going to be looking at the hash rate, going, oh yeah, sort of, yeah, that's well, I mean, at the moment they'll just be looking at this, going, well, it's not really worth all that much, but. The price is holding. So actually, we're just going to have a look at my favorite website at the moment, which is showing the prices, which is CoinGap. So I have got this in sterling rather than dollars. I know I should get used to dollars, but I'm from the UK. but I've been keeping my eye on this price here. So it's effectively 150 quid for BSV and 175 quid for Bitcoin Cash. Now that is only a £25 difference. Like, honestly, a £25 difference. It wasn't that long ago that 50, 60, 70 years, 20. I can't believe it's a £25 difference. Now, just earlier this morning, it was a £36 difference, and then yesterday it was a £42 difference. So the difference in the prices are closing quite rapidly, actually. And obviously, when the price flips, literally, if it's not even profitable to mine on that chain, and the price is going down, there is no way that Bcrash can possibly recover. There's just no way. Like, it's inevitable what's happening. I mean, it really does make me laugh. So I made this. Let me just show you my profile here. So I made this little picture earlier this morning. Just because I thought to myself, right, I'm going to amuse myself. Check this out. Beautiful. Look at that. So I copied the graphs of BTC and Bcrash and the genuine Bitcoin. That's what I'm going to call it. And this is what the prices look like. So sort of starting from here, you can see that the genuine Bitcoin is just slowly edging ahead. You're just slowly. And this is where you've got to do it, because you can't just simply do this overnight, because we already we learnt this from Roger and Jihan, utter schoolboys, thinking, oh right, yeah, all you do is just you pump the price, hashrate follows the price, and then you just simply kill BTC. But what they hadn't counted on was the narrative that Blockstream and the core guys had ingrained into people who were holding it. So they were just like, yeah, hodl, you're not meant to use it. So the hodlers basically won, because whereas Roger and Jihan needed everybody to sell their Blockstream coin and buy BCH with it, yeah, the traders were having none of it. They were just like, look, that value that has literally just shot up overnight is a massive opportunity to short it, because there's no fundamental value behind it. There's no transactions on the network. There might be a few miners mining it now, but we'll just simply take our profits because the price has shot up, and therefore it's going to shoot back down again when everybody craps their knickers, and then it's game over. Like, literally game over. Good night, Vienna. So it has to be done so that miners look at it and think, actually, miners are first traded mining it because it's more profitable for them, and then the indication of the hash rate being drawn over actually makes the traders think, oh, you know what, this could be going somewhere. This might be valuable in the future. I'm going to I might trade out some of that Blockstream coin, because it doesn't really seem to be doing anything. So. And if they've got any sense whatsoever, I mean, let's just go back and look at the transactions on the network. Here we go. Let's find this lovely chart. So this is really what traders should be looking at. So we got a daily average Bitcoin block sizes by network. Yeah, so the block size is the capability that the network has. But then what you really want is this one: daily Bitcoin transactions by network. I mean, look at this. BTC core coin, Blockstream coin, is going absolutely nowhere. Look, I mean, it just simply hasn't changed. Whereas if you were an investor or a trader, all you want to be looking at is the graphs going up. Bcrash is literally just going on a road to nowhere. Literally going absolutely nowhere. I mean, the guys are just so deluded with their, criminal ideology of extreme libertarianism, where everybody should smoke crack in their own homes. Although, like, why on earth you want to encourage, people that smoke crack to use your coin? I mean, I don't know, how does that represent, your camp, as it were? Yeah, we got loads of crack smokers, using our coin. Oh, well done, Roger. Yeah, nice one, mate. You know, everybody who wouldn't want a load of crack smokers, you know, using the network and working for them. I mean, like, unbelievable. Here we go. And daily average Bitcoin fees by network, absolutely beautiful. This is where you want the red line, as in like the genuine Bitcoin, well below all the others. Like, absolutely fantastic. And look at this, yeah. So the daily accumulation Bitcoin chain growth by network. Now at the moment, you can sort of see the gap here, like closing as this is on its way up. But effectively, what's going to happen is that it's literally going to crumble overnight, because with the price of BSV creeping up as it's doing, and more miners coming across, miners indicate to the traders that it's actually becoming more valuable. So, you know, it's not a decision that can be made overnight, but they're just like, actually, yeah, you know what, this is all right. I'm going to trade some more of this. Let's make another word, folks. So, Sierra Hotel Indigo Tango. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. Sierra Hotel Indigo Tango coin, which is BTC, and B crash along the bottom here. You know, it's inevitable what is going to happen. And I mean, let's look at this mining profitability again. I mean, this blows my mind. It is still 1.7% more profitable to mine on BSV, and BTC hasn't even had its halving yet. So I had some guy, you know, say to me the other day, "Look, I don't understand why you're posting these things." And I was just like, "Well, you clearly don't understand what's going on. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath at the block reward halving for BTC in 27 days." You know, so hash rate is what indicates to the traders that it's actually worth what it's worth. You know, and hash rate will come over due to mining profitability, and then as mining profitability brings the hash rate over and it makes it look better, traders are going to be thinking, oh, actually, you know what, I think it might well be worth that price, and it just literally snowballs. But the reason the hash rate can come over is because it's going to have the transactions there to support it. If you've got a network that's doing absolutely nothing, like literally going nowhere, it just blows my mind that these people in BTC seem to think that you know, Blockstream Core Coin has got any chance whatsoever. I mean, you hear the old, you know, expression, you know, Bitcoin is Bitcoin, but I mean, Bitcoin is the protocol laid out by Satoshi Nakamoto in his white paper, and the way you make a currency genuine is to make sure that nobody has control over it. And this is quite interesting. So let me just go back to Twitter here, because Didi Tahitu actually tagged me in a tweet just prior to coming on the show, and I explained it to I think it was Crypto Dog. He's got like 180,000 followers or something on Twitter. It's a huge man. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. So this guy, the Crypto Dog. I mean, let's go to his profile. Yeah, look, 184,000 followers this guy has got. 184,000 followers. And he's asking questions like this. He goes, "Can someone who takes BSV seriously explain why? From my perspective, it's a BTC hard fork, propositioned and heavily controlled by a known liar and a fraud, alongside his paedophile account." Oh dear, I mean, these guys are just so bitter and twisted. They just don't understand, so they've got to start name calling. Like, serious question. I don't mean to dissuade real discussion by sharing my perspective. Okay, so can someone who takes BFE seriously explain why? All right, yeah, I can do that for you. Here we go. Just go down to my reply here as I was tagged in it. There we go. So Diddy thankfully tagged me and he said Satoshi TV knows a lot about it, so maybe he can. Yeah, so here we go. So I said, for a digital currency to be world money, it has to be neutral, and therefore Bitcoin is all about diluting control. Ways to dilute control are to decentralize and distribute the network, along with locking the protocol and maintaining an honest system so no one single authority has control of the network. Bitcoin did this through its chain of signatures, which meant no one could do anything that someone else wouldn't know about. SegWit segregated the signatures, which meant Blockstream now have 100% control of the system, so it can never be world money. Like, literally, like, you and I did actually, I wrote a Medium article on this, which we'll just go to right now. Here we go, published. So, here we go. So it is accountability and not anonymity that protects us. And this is the article that I wrote. So let's see if I can find the reason I wrote these articles is just because they were like full of like little gems that I had. So here we go. So I said anonymity leads towards centralization of power. Let's highlight this bit. Anonymity leads towards centralization of power because those who create or add the anonymity have the power to do so without others knowing. This will always lead to corruption because it means that no one can be held accountable for the actions that are either unreasonable or not fair. Indeed, it's the accountability that keeps everyone safe. If everyone is accountable to someone, then there is nothing that anyone can do that no one else would know about, and it's this that keeps society fair and civil. It's the chain of signatures within Bitcoin that hold all the miners on the Bitcoin network to account and keep them honest, because the signatures validate one another. This is why when Blockstream segregated the signatures and broke the Bitcoin chain by introducing a segregated witness known as SegWit, it fundamentally changed how the network validated itself. Effectively, it meant it couldn't. From that point on, BTC was no longer Bitcoin. That's it. That is literally it. So if we get any BTCers, listen to this show, then eat the heart out on that one. So I said privacy and anonymity are often confused intentionally to sway the extreme libertarian narrative. The narrative is confused by calling anonymous coins privacy coins when in actual fact the difference between their implications are huge. Anonymity breeds corruption and encourages illegal activities such as drugs and arms dealing, human trafficking, the selling of child abuse images and human organs on the black market, animal smuggling, and a whole host of abhorrent, morally reprehensible, unethical activities that criminals like to engage in, which include smoking crack in their own homes, no doubt. So in terms of CoinDance, here we go. Let's look at the hash rate on here. So I love looking at this site. This site, one of my favorite sites. This is a Bitcoin Blocks Live. So this is actually watching the blockchain in use as we speak. So these here are the transactions, and this is the block being filled. So in 10 minutes, this block here will disappear. It will appear down here to show us the size of the data that was in that block. That data will then go to the Hashcash puzzles, where the miners will mine it, and then they'll record it on the blockchain as immutable data forever. Yeah, beautiful. And then let's look at trends.cash. Here we go. So this is quite interesting. This is apps ranking by actions. So actions are going to be, I suppose the apps that are using the chain the most. So at the moment we've got Weather SV, Blue SV, not heard of that one. And we've got the AND protocol, which is the Awareness Neutral Network Explorer. And then here we've got Axe ranking by turnover. So this is interesting. So City on chain, whatever it is they're doing a nice bit of turnover there, nice bit of business. But as we all know, turnover is vanity, profit is sanity. But you still got to have the turnover there, which represents the amount of business being done on it. And then we've got ReallyX. They look as though they're just sort of doing quite well. So that's quite a good one. And there we go. So we're just coming to the end of the show. But cheers, guys. So I'm just reading all your comments here. Looks like we're having a nice little chat. Yeah, Deep Wars said, Crypto Dog saw that tweet. Sylvain Coutier, they don't want using BTC as peer-to-peer cash, more as rich people. Medium of exchange. Well, it's not even a medium of exchange. Well, I mean, it is a medium of exchange, but I mean, it's not cash. Cash is the most liquid form of money, and the most liquid form of money is the money that is given the freedom to move, literally without friction. Whereas, like, if you're paying a huge fee, that's a barrier to entry. It doesn't make it liquid. It makes it difficult. Because then you're going to price a lot of people out of the market. And if you're pricing them out of the market, they can't use it. It's not cash. Simple as that. It's a complete waste of time. It's a joke, a complete joke. So, yeah, guys, thanks for joining in. So, just calling out your names while we're here. We've got Yanis, first guy in the room. Thanks for joining. Sylvian, Lloyd Press, Deep Waters. Yeah, boys, it's been fun. So that's been 44 minutes. So, hope you've enjoyed the show. Keep an eye on the prices. Yeah, I mean, the gap between these prices here. I just can't believe it. Honestly, like 25 quid difference. You know, and it was last week. I think it was like well over 50 quid, like 52 quid, and then it's come down and down and down. Like, I honestly think, if it keeps going at this rate, we could. Well, let me think. So it was 30 quid yesterday, 36 quid yesterday, 20. So that's like it's gone down 11 quid. So if it keeps going at this rate, literally, I mean, we could flip it in like 3 days. Like, if it carries on at this rate, I mean, that might be a little bit quick, but I honestly think there's a chance we could actually see the flipping in the price of in like 10 days, and in 10 days, and then you've just got to look at the mining profitability that's going to be influencing the traders' decisions. So I mean, so the hash rate is going to be influencing the traders. And so with the network is like slowly drawing the hash rate across, because all you've got is like stupid ideologists. They can't be in business for long because they're mining this absolute piece of junk. Sierra Hotel Indigo Tango coin. I mean, look at these criminals mining this thing. Which is what they are. But they're criminal ideologies. They screw them. I think they deserve what they get, to be honest. But the mining hash rate, like the profitability cracks me up, because something, and we have a good idea like who it is that's able to manipulate this profitability is reveling in what they're doing, because they know what they're doing. And we have a pretty good idea who's behind it. So I'm laughing literally at this every day when I look at it. I mean, this is hilarious, and then we've still got the BTC block reward halving. And look, it's more profitable to mine on the BSV blockchain now, and we've still got 27 days to go until the BTC halving, and it's still, even at this very moment, more profitable to mine on BSV. So let's say BTC get the block reward cut in half. Suddenly, it's almost going to be at least 50% more profitable to mine on BSV. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. I laugh every day at this. So celebrations at the end of the month, boys. Keep your eye on this. So thanks for joining in. I will try and sort these live streams out next time. Don't quite know what happened there, but it's a learning curve. But enjoy the rest of your bank holiday, guys. See you soon. Cheers.